I don't know how the executives over at Turning Point USA sleep at night, okay? I don't know how you can present yourselves as a Christian organization and not be dedicating yourself to the truth. No matter what the cost is, you tell the truth.
I have no regrets.
So when I saw this moment, I was just thinking about myself and my a lot of emotions and grieving that I have experienced.
It all started with a rumor so wild, it practically took over every corner of the internet. One post here, one tweet there, and before anyone knew it, everyone was talking about Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens. The story came out of nowhere, spreading faster than wildfire, and people couldn't help but click, share, and argue about what really went down. According to the online buzz, Charlie might have shared something deeply personal with Candace before he passed something that, if true, could have rocked everything people thought they knew about him. Some even claimed it was tied to private family matters, or that he wanted to come clean about something major. But here's the thing, none of this has ever been confirmed. Not a single official statement. No receipts, no hard evidence, just whispers in the digital wind. Still, the internet doesn't care about confirmation, it cares about chaos. And once this rumor caught fire, it became the talk of every forum, comment section, and group chat imaginable.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do.
People online started going deep with theories, connecting screenshots, past interviews, and even old photos trying to decode what really happened. Some users claimed he was planning to take a private DNA test, supposedly just for his own peace of mind. Others claimed Candace already knew what he'd been dealing with, hinting that maybe she was the only one he trusted. But again, no verified proof exists. It's all talk. Still, when a story hits the internet with just the right mix of mystery and emotion, logic flies out the window. And let's be honest, Charlie, keeping certain things private wouldn't even be unusual. Most public figures build walls between their public image and their real lives. But what truly set the internet on fire was Candace's recent string of comments. She didn't say anything directly, but fans swore there was something in her tone, like she was talking in code or dropping subtle hints.
The defense wants to ban cameras in the courtroom. How do you feel about that?
There were cameras all over my husband when he was murdered. There have been cameras all over my friends and family mourning. There have been cameras all over me, analyzing my every move, analyzing my every smile, my every tear. We deserve to have cameras in there. Why not be transparent? There's nothing to hide. I know there's not, because I've seen what the case is built on. Let everyone see what true evil is. Let everyone see and know how it happened.
That's all it took for speculation to spiral out of control. One user wrote, "She knows something we don't," while another said, "This explains everything." Soon, threads popped up, breaking down her body language, her expressions, and even her pauses during interviews. It became less about what she said and more about what people wanted her to mean. Some thought she was trying to help shed light on something personal and painful, while others claimed she was adding fuel to the gossip just to keep the spotlight. Whether she's genuinely trying to help, standing up for truth, or just getting swept up in the noise, it all depends on who you ask. But the reality is this: once her words hit the internet, they took on a life of their own. Social media doesn't wait for evidence. It builds its own version of the story and runs with it. Now, people are treating pure speculation like fact, and what started as a single rumor has turned into an online storm. It's wild how one cryptic comment can make the whole internet think it's uncovering a secret. As the rumors kept spinning out of control, a new twist started taking shape this time. It all focused on Charlie's wife, Erica. Out of nowhere, her name began trending in comments, threads, and TikTok breakdowns.
Erica is kind of sending a message here that she's not standing against the people that are telling the truth. I said early on, if Erica Kirk asks me to be quiet, I will be quiet. She didn't ask me to be quiet, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
People started asking why she hadn't said anything directly about the viral stories floating around. Some users claimed her silence felt suspicious, almost like she was avoiding something big. Others defended her, saying she didn't owe the internet an explanation for private matters. But in today's digital world, silence doesn't stay neutral. It turns into mystery. And once people smell mystery, they start digging for clues that might not even exist. Soon, online conversations exploded with theories. Some said Erica had quietly asked for certain discussions to stay private, hinting she didn't want things spiraling even further. That alone sent fans into detective mode. A few called her request understandable, while others twisted it, saying she was trying to control the narrative. But again, there's no evidence any of that actually happened. Just endless opinions being passed around like facts. Still, when people see an information gap online, they love to fill it with whatever story feels the most dramatic.
The entire issue and the energy right now is that people, irrespective of what's happening on paper, don't believe the story. They don't believe the story. And you are, and of course, this is only a snippet of the interview, so I'm sure more will be said here. But I'm getting that you have seen the case. You think it's a solid case. She thinks it's a solid case, at least, and is saying, show everybody what you have so they can see true evil. Within her capacity of chairman and CEO of Turning Point USA, they could be more transparent about what happened that day. People don't like the stuff that they've seen about Mikey McCoy. They don't like what they've seen about Rob McCoy. They don't like the history of Rob and Mikey McCoy.
Then came the biggest bombshell claim yet, the rumor that Erica allegedly wanted to limit public talk about the situation through legal channels. The second that idea hit social media, the comments section went wild. Some were saying she was just protecting her family's peace and reputation, trying to stop the chaos before it got worse. But others turned it into a whole conspiracy, claiming it was a cover-up. Within hours, what might have been a basic legal step was turned into full-blown scandal material. The wildest part? None of it has been confirmed. No legal filings, no recordings, no credible documents, nothing. Yet people still argue about it like it's fact. That's the internet for you. Proof doesn't matter when the story feels good. All it takes is one thread, one post, one maybe. And suddenly millions believe they've uncovered some hidden truth. Online, curiosity doesn't need confirmation. It just needs a headline that hits hard. Candace's public stance threw even more gasoline on the fire. She came out calm, confident, and completely unbothered by the storm swirling around her. To some, that looked like strength, integrity in motion. But to others, it felt reckless, like she was feeding off the buzz instead of cooling it down.
Also, another person who wrote us was telling me the story about Tyler Boyer's involvement in like Maricopa County politics in general. Like, what did he do before in Arizona? And yeah, it's just the kind of stories. Again, he said he approached him several times about embezzlement. You know, Tyler was hooking up with young male interns or young male workers. And he didn't even care. He's like, I would go on record because all of this happened. And I had the proof that all of this happened. And everybody knows about Tyler Boyer at Turning Point USA. It's like an absurdity. But this is the person that is putting people into places of power at Turning Point USA.
Either way, her tone got everyone's attention. She spoke boldly, dropping strong opinions that hinted at Charlie dealing with some heavy behind-the-scenes struggles. But once again, no proof ever surfaced, no documents, no screenshots, no solid evidence of any kind. Still, that didn't stop people from believing every word. And when Candace used charged words like betrayal in her comments, the internet went wild. Her followers treated it like a green light to start digging into everyone connected to Charlie. Within hours, social media turned into a digital investigation board, with fans demanding receipts like they had a right to peek into someone's private family life. It wasn't about truth anymore. It was all emotion, and emotion spreads faster than facts ever could. Then the spotlight suddenly shifted toward Erica. People began replaying old videos from memorials, interviews, and public appearances, studying her every move like detectives in a crime movie. They analyzed her speeches, her tone, even the smallest facial expressions. Some said she looked unshakable grace under pressure. Others claimed she seemed too calm, too polished, almost like she'd practiced every word. But here's the thing, nobody online seems to understand. Grief doesn't have one face. Some people cry loud, others go silent. Some bury themselves in work, and some keep their composure, because that's the only way they know how to survive. Erica's calmness could have meant strength, or it could have meant shock, but the internet rarely gives space for that kind of humanity. Instead, every blink, every pause, every deep breath became evidence in a storyline that fans were already writing in real time. By then, it wasn't about what really happened, it was about the narrative people wanted to believe. And once the internet locks onto a theory, it doesn't let go easily. The situation blew up again when people started dissecting every single video of Erica speaking publicly. Clips of her complimenting coworkers or public figures, moments that were clearly harmless, suddenly became evidence in brand new storylines cooked up by the internet. A friendly smile, a simple hug, or even calling someone amazing turned into hours of TikTok breakdowns and wild YouTube theories. What once looked like normal kindness was now being twisted into something secret or scandalous. People began saying things like, "Did you see how long she hugged him?" Or, "That compliment felt too personal." But here's the reality. These are all interpretations, not facts. Human interaction is complicated. Without full context, anyone can make an innocent moment look suspicious. Sometimes a smile is just a smile, and a kind word is just respect or gratitude, but the internet rarely leaves room for normalcy. It thrives on turning small gestures into headline drama. And then things really spiraled. The focus shifted from Erica to everyone around Charlie. Commentators on Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube started pulling names from thin air, trying to connect random dots and form theories about the whole environment surrounding him. They started questioning the culture inside Turning Point USA, dragging in gossip and anonymous sources that had no verified backing. Suddenly, regular office relationships and coworker interactions were being analyzed like evidence in a court case. People were claiming they'd heard things about internal drama, secret alliances, and supposed cover-ups. Even names like Tyler Bowyer started getting tossed into the mix, despite there being zero proof, no statements, and absolutely no verified reports tying him to anything. But that's how the internet works. Once a rumor hits critical mass, everyone nearby gets caught in the blast. By this point, the whole conversation had moved far beyond facts. It became a free-for-all, fueled by theories, screenshots, and imagination. Online users were acting like detectives, debating evidence that didn't even exist, confident they'd cracked a case that was never real to begin with. As the rumors piled up, people started connecting dots that didn't even belong to the same picture. Threads, TikToks, and Reddit posts popped up overnight with users claiming they'd figured it all out. Some said Charlie had been under heavy pressure behind the scenes, surrounded by stress and betrayal. Others swore the whole situation was nothing but coincidence, innocent moments twisted into chaos by the internet's hunger for drama. But either way, the story had grown into something way bigger than any single claim. Soon, emotion completely took over. Facts got buried under reactions. Curiosity turned into obsession, and every new theory fed the next one like a row of falling dominoes. People weren't investigating, they were entertained. Every post, every update, every random comment became another piece in a puzzle that never really existed. And that's when the entire debate went off the rails. Those who dared to question Candace were accused of protecting the truth or covering something up. Meanwhile, anyone who questioned Erica was suddenly being called an investigator or a truth seeker. The lines blurred fast, and social media turned into a battlefield of opinions dressed up as facts. Then it got personal. Candace's critics started calling her unstable, claiming she was spreading drama for attention, while her supporters doubled down, saying she was being silenced for speaking out. Nobody was trying to understand anymore. They were picking sides. The truth stopped being about what actually happened and became about who people wanted to believe. By that point, Charlie's name wasn't even the center of the story anymore. It was about narratives, loyalty, and perception. Everyone thought they were fighting for truth, but in reality, they were chasing emotions, not evidence. The truth didn't matter, only the version that felt right did. And here's the real takeaway in all of this, the wildest part of the entire story. None of the major claims that have kept this drama alive have ever been proven. Not one. There are no legal documents confirming gag orders, no verified DNA results, no validated screenshots tying anyone to betrayal, and no official statements backing up talk of a conspiracy. Yet somehow, these unproven claims managed to shape an entire digital saga that millions are watching like it's reality TV. What we're seeing isn't truth revealed, it's truth imagined. The internet has built a whole alternate reality from whispers, theories, and half-finished stories. Every unanswered question became an opportunity for someone to add their own twist, and every missing detail turned into proof of something bigger. It's a perfect example of how fast emotion can drown out logic when people crave excitement more than facts. Right now, this situation isn't about what's real, it's about what feels real. Until solid evidence shows up, until official sources step forward with clear statements, every version of this story is just that, a version. Nothing more than online speculation wrapped in emotion. And that's where things stand for now. Whether this story fades away quietly or blows up into something even bigger depends on one thing: truth. Not comments, not theories, but hard, verified facts, if they ever surface at all. If you made it this far, make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share this video to keep the conversation going. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.